Thank you, Chris and Darren. Yes, back in Newcastle, and what a place to return with fans. Although we'll only have 1,000 people there on Saturday, we'll feel like the normal 8, 9 or 10,000 we have up here. A massive moment in the career of Lewis Ritson against Ponce, final eliminator for the IBF world title, which will, of course, lead to a shot at the undisputed championship against Josh Taylor. This fight to position themselves as mandatory for that belt. Live on Sky Sports, live on DAZN around the world. A big card from Newcastle. We're going to take you through all the action. Firstly, it's April Hunter against Claudia Vey. Welcome. April, firstly to you. Back on home soil. Tremendous experience last time out in Barcelona, which ended up being a very, very tough fight as well. But pleased to be back on home soil and, of course, in Newcastle this weekend.
I'm just thrilled to be back, Eddie. I'm home. My people, my city. And can't wait to have a great performance Saturday night.
What did you learn from that last fight out? I mean, she was incredibly tough. She really did come to win. You got a little bit carried away. It was a great fight to watch. It was a great fight to watch for us, certainly. But, you know, that kind of experience you just can't buy in the pro ranks, going, travelling abroad and being in a tough fight.
Well, I don't know if many people know, but I went there by myself. My coach, Joseph McNally, was in Russia with Liam Smith. I rang Savannah up. Do you fancy coming with us? So yeah, well, I don't know how to do cuts, nothing. So that's fine, we're in Spain.
Joe Law's bummed himself out there as well. 2
flights, 2 buses. He managed to get himself there. Turned up with a Team Hunter flag and none of that Saturday night, Eddie. Strictly boxing. Not going to get carried away. I'm going to show my skill. And we'll see Saturday night.
Come back to you shortly, Claudia. Welcome through the translator. Big opportunity for you, strong fighter. You're ready to perform on Saturday night.
Ez egy nagy lehetőség neked szombat este megmérkőzni ezzel a lánnyal, és hogy mit gondolsz erről? She said it's a big chance and she very motivated and she like boxing in United Kingdom every time, so it's not the first time Claudia here, so she's waiting for the fight.
Thank you. And April, tremendous run for British females at the moment. Great performance by Chantel Cameron out in Las Vegas. Also shout out to the GB team as well, the women doing fantastic on that, qualifying for the Olympics. Just seems to be so much action across so many divisions in women's boxing right now. Just a tremendous time and a really important time for you to continue advancing your career.
Definitely, Eddie. I think the pool of boxing is just going to keep on expanding. And I feel like for me, the next 18 months is pivotal. I've had Rick Ramos on Twitter calling some fights out there, which I'm interested in. And if you can make that happen for me, I'll be more than happy. And as long as I've got my eye more on Jessica than Summer Lynn, but if that's a fight I've got to go through to get her, then I'll be happy to do it.
Thanks, April. Big part of a huge Newcastle contingent on the card this Saturday, and a big part of this tremendous run of women's boxing right now in Britain and Ireland and around the world. If we could have had a head-to-head up here, please, now. Thank you. Well, this is a big moment for me. It's the Hearn and Law's stand-up show. Joe, welcome. Your opponent, who will be here later today, you've had a number of opponent changes. You will be fighting Chris Adaway on Saturday. It's a tough fight. Adaway, who's often in the away corner, always in competitive fights, but time for you to come out and put things right after that disappointing defeat last October. You look cool, you look relaxed, ready to fight in Newcastle again.
Yeah, I can't wait. Chris Hathaway, I know him personally. I've seen him fight loads, He's a game competitor. His games will come. He never gets stopped. He goes in there and he gives all these prospects one hell of a go for a go. And I'm feeling good myself. I'm back in the best city in the world. There's going to be fans there. I just can't wait to go there, put a show on, and get back to winning ways.
What have you learned from that defeat last time out in October? I mean, it was a crushing defeat against What we learnt to be a very good fighter in Ryland Charlton as well. I know you didn't feel 100% in yourself that night you went through, but what have you experienced since that defeat, and what have you learnt about the sport of boxing?
I've learned not to block shots with my forehead, because that is just, you don't do that. now what I've learned that I actually do want to box, because of Christmas I had to ask myself loads of questions, do I actually want this? But I do, and here I am, me and you on stage now. Come Saturday night, I just can't wait to go there. I'm going to be nervous, but the crowds are back. But that nervous energy is what feeds me. Down Petersburg, I was walking out, it's just not the same, you know what I mean? Like, whereas you're walking out, there's fans there, your heart's going, and then I cannot wait for Saturday. I just can't wait, mate.
Obviously, you are the life and soul of the party. You're a jokey character, and when you lost that fight, I'm sure you got a little bit of stick from people who maybe didn't like you or thought you were cocky or whatever. Was that a difficult time for you? I know you're the life and soul of the party. You've got great energy. You know, you like to make people feel happy. But was that quite a dark time for you as well after that defeat?
It was like I got some stick, but that's just social media, and I was a bit of a low point at Christmas, but I'm a man. I picked myself up. And I'm back mentally, physically. I feel great, and I'm 26 years of age. I'm a young pup in the sport, you know what I mean? I've just signed with MTK. Then I'm going to push us. I want to thank you for getting us on, Eddie. You're a man, you would, and I just can't wait. The only thing I wish was different, that instead of 1,000, it was a full arena, but. Never mind, it's the past 8 months been hard for boxing, it's been hard for the world, you know what I mean? But I think come Saturday it's going to be a little clip of what is to come. And that Michelle's going to be electric.
As you said, the inability to have fans at the venue, those 1,000 will feel like the usual 8 or 9.
Aye.
And I'm sure we're going to see maybe a sombrero or a mask or two from you at the weekend. Yeah,
no
good,
comment.
good. Well, we look forward to seeing Joe Laws back in the ring, looking to get back to winning ways in Newcastle. It's going to be a fun night.
Get up!
One of them as well. Over to the boys. Now we move into the heavyweight division. Solomon Dakers against Alvaro Torrero. Of course, a great performance recently in the bubble, now fighting in front of fans for the first time. Solomon Dakers, former Team GB member, moves on to his second pro fight very, very quickly. So welcome. The first thing I said to you after the first fight was, how's your hands? Because you gave him an absolute pummeling. I mean, they didn't give you an easy start. That guy was teak tough, but good to be getting out so quickly again.
Yeah, definitely. Like you said, I hadn't even got my gloves off from the last one, and you was already asking me for the next one. So, well, I took it. I'm ready, and it's good to get out pretty quickly again.
It's a good opponent last time, wasn't he? I mean, we know he had plenty of WSB experience. Was always game, was always trying. You copped a couple as well because you were going for the stoppage and trying to force a stoppage. Yeah. And again, this time against Torrero, another tough guy. Looked at his record earlier today, been the distance with some good fighters as well. They're not giving you many easy knockover jobs so far, are they?
No, but that's what boxing's about. I'm looking to progress to the highest level of the game, so I don't want any easy touches. I want to be improving and, having good fights that I can learn from, definitely. On
the GB podium squad, obviously you made the decision to turn professional. Great to see, and a shout out to Fraser Clark as well, getting that Olympic spot. Those boys going great out there, and many qualifying for Tokyo as well. And obviously, I know you're now focused on the pro game, but one eye out on your former GB teammates as well.
Yeah, they did fantastically. Got 11 boxers through to the Olympics, and it was a setup I was part of as well myself for many years. And seeing all the hard work that everyone puts in there, then they got validated with the performances, and now they get the chance at the Olympics. So it's great from the GB.
Alvaro, welcome through your translator here. A big opportunity for you. You always have to fight these good, young, undefeated fighters, and now you have another good test in Solomon Dakers.
Bienvenido, Álvaro, en primer lugar. Siempre te enfrentas a unas pruebas muy difíciles contra peleadores invictos. Obviamente es un gran reto para ti el sábado por la noche, supongo.
Claro que sí, estoy muy contento de estar aquí hoy.
Yes, I'm delighted to be here.
Obviously, a good opponent, excellent amateur pedigree as well, but you have great experience, much more experience in the professional ranks.
Obviamente tu oponente tiene mucha experiencia en el campo amateur, pero tú también tienes muchísima más experiencia a nivel profesional como boxeador.
Sí, claro, lo considero buen rival.
Yes, I see him as a great opponent.
Great to chat. Thank you. Solomon, obviously for you, this is a very quick fight, second fight in probably 2 months as well. When I talked to Sam Jones and the team at S-Jam, looking to move you a lot quicker than most young heavyweights turning pro, of course, because of your amateur pedigree as well. But you know, kind of get the feeling that as we move, obviously you've got to get through Saturday night and possibly fight camp or Leeds after that, but looking to move quite quickly domestically as well.
Yeah, definitely. I've said, in the next 12 to 18 months, I want to be looking at British title levels and then pushing on. So it's a quick projection, but I feel like I'm there, and technically and boxing-wise, I'm there. Just need the experience. That's all I need to do is get the fights under my belt, and I'll be ready to go at the higher levels. But Saturday, obviously, I've got to get through my man there.
Absolutely. One of the best prospects, not just in British boxing, but in world boxing. Solomon Dakers in his second bout as a heavyweight professional on Saturday. Gentlemen, if we could have a head-to-head here, please. Thanks, guys. Yeah, very, very special moment for us here at Matchroom, introducing yet another tremendous star, GB star, to the roster in Cyrus Patterson. Your opponent will be joining you later today. Wanted to get you up here to talk about this big moment, turning professional, been part of that GB squad for a long time. You made the decision quite a while ago now to go pro. You, like many fighters, have been frustrated with COVID and waiting for that opportunity, but great timing. It comes in Newcastle on Saturday night, ready to start your pro campaign.
It's an amazing feeling, like we're finally here. We've been waiting for about a year now with the COVID situation. I was absolutely devastated when the COVID kicked in, because the opportunity to make the debut in Newcastle last time out was taken away, but it feels like the stars are aligned and we're back here in Newcastle and the debut's still on.
You look at the GB fighters that have come out of many of these cycles. I mean, of course, 2012, Callum Smith, Cal Yafai, Luke Campbell, Anthony Joshua are all going on to win world titles as well. You go to 2016, Joshua Boazzi, Joe Caldina, Anthony Fowler, Lawrence Okoli winning a world title, and now you're the part of that new cycle coming through. But what we notice about all those fighters is the experience they have when they turn pro. And you'll know, having travelled around the world, you've got to feel like someone that's sort of already had 6, 7, 8 fights as a pro.
Definitely, like experience is second to none. All them times of turning up at competitions and stuff and fighting these world-ranked opponents and Olympic medalists and European medalists. Like I say, you can't get that experience elsewhere in the world, and obviously the training camps we've got to factor in as well. Going to Kazakhstan and sparring 6 rounds with 30 seconds rest with fresh opponents. Me and Pat McCormack getting absolutely pushed against the ropes, so it matures you as a person, and it excels you in your experience as well.
We've got to take you at the right pace, but also at the same time, to stand out as a fighter these days, you've got to move a little bit quicker than most. I think I look at some fighters, I think Dalton Smith is a good example, who is all of a sudden looking like someone that could win British and European titles as well. We know you're going to have those 3, 4, 5 fights, but is that something you want to try and do, bearing in mind your experience, to move quite quickly as a pro? Yeah,
definitely. It's something that we'd both discussed before the debut came about, that we didn't really want to take the 4 round, which a lot of boxers usually take, and sometimes take an opponent with a losing record. We wanted someone with over 6 rounds, winning record, who's going to come bring the fight with us, and that's something that I'm used to, and I think that's going to show the best out of us.
And finally, obviously very blessed and lucky to be part of a big resurgence of North East boxing, some of the best fans in the world as well. But what should they expect from Cyrus Patterson in terms of style, in terms of excitement, as you start this journey?
I'm a humble person, so I think that they'll expect a good night and a good performance.
Well, we look forward to seeing the journey begin for you on Saturday. Unfortunately for you, you're going to have the customary handshake photo up here with me, because that's one for the office. So up we go.
Perfect.
We'll do this one first, and then your opponent can have this. Thank you. Our second heavyweight fight on the card on Saturday, live on Sky Sports in the UK, DAZN around the world. Delighted to be joined by the Savage, or Alan, obviously Savage, looking at you today, and Damien Chambers as well. This is a great fight. Two light heavyweights, not in terms of the division, but lighter heavyweights who like to move and like to fight. Alan, I'll start with you. Savage, welcome. You're looking tremendously smart today. Your beard is looking very well oiled. And I know you're trying to, not laugh, but we can have a bit of fun up here. Just chill, mate. And obviously, this is a good fight for you. Coming back, let's firstly talk about the injury. Really frustrating for you because you were on a tremendous run. We started scheduling fights for you after the Tom Little fight, and of course you got the news. I don't even think you wanted to have the surgery, but you've had it. You've had the rehab and ready to go, ready to return to action.
Yeah, thank you everybody for having me again. I just feel blessed again. I feel blessed every time I'm being here. And yeah, the surgery, it was a bad one. I didn't want to say it to myself, but I knew it was going to get out because that shoulder was being bad for last year, the whole of the year. So I was just talking to myself, to my inner Savage, just hold on, brother, just hold on for a few more fights, to make my name for myself. And that's exactly what happened, I just hold on for a few more fights, and little fights just came off. In first round came off, and I knew it. I'm gonna have the surgery. So I've done that now, and my hand is feeling much stronger than ever. So finally, I'm 150% back.
We know that the heavyweight division particularly is heavy duty, and there is always the worry when a fighter comes back from that injury. Remember when Dillian White had it, it recurred a couple of times. Thankfully, he's good now. But you're fully confident that you can let your hands go as you do on Saturday night, and you're fully rebuilt now to continue this journey.
Yes, listen, I did some things with the recovery, some different. I've been sending Savage in my shoulder to recover my shoulder every day.
Sent Savage to your shoulder?
Yeah. He done a lot of job there, and some
Still
Vikings.
There, or is he?
No, he's now in my heart.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I said some Vikings also, and some Warriors. So I've been doing different things. They told me I'm not going to be out for 10 months, and I was back in 2 months sparring. So whoever is thinking that is not the case that I did, it's wrong, because it worked. I'm so much better than before. I'm going to show you. And this is my weight. This is closer to my natural weight, so I feel much better.
Yeah, how do you sit on your weight? I mean, look, you've got really a cruiserweight. You talk about bridger weight, and a heavyweight here who's going to weigh in quite light, like yourself as well. How do you see yourself? I know you keep saying, I don't care about the weight, I don't care who I fight, but is it going to be a disadvantage with you when you're coming up against 17, 18 stone men? You're still happy to campaign in the heavyweight division. I know there's an opportunity now at bridgerweight. You could probably make cruiserweight as well. What's the future for you in terms of the weight?
Well, listen, that is who I want to be. I want to be a fighter in 3 weights. I have cruiserweight, bridgerweight, and heavyweight. And I don't care about the weight. That doesn't mean I don't want to fight in other weights. That means I don't care where I'm fighting. I can fight in all 3 weights. I'm going to be heavyweight in my heart forever, because that is why I started boxing. I watched George Foreman, Muhammad Ali, Joe Frazier. So my heart will always be heavyweights, but I can fight light heavyweight if you make me angry enough. If somebody angers me enough, I can go to middleweight. Fuck weights. I don't care about weights. I want to fight. I'm a fighting man. Whoever wants to fight, let's fight. I don't care about my zero also. I don't want to. I search for that glorious defeat. The Gatti Gord fights, the Fraser Ali fights. Nobody cares who won. I just want a good terror. I want somebody good. I hope that man is standing right in front of me.
I think if you're going to make light heavyweight as well, you need to get the Savage and the Viking out of your shoulder or your heart, because that could affect the 12 stone 7.
No.
On a serious note, this opponent, good opponent for you, and respect for him for stepping up, taking this opportunity. This was supposed to be a kind of comeback fight for you. We look for those, regular journeyman guys, but now you have a guy that's really coming to win. It's going to be a good fight.
Yeah, they offered me so many journeymen, and I said no. I don't want somebody who's going to fall, because they know they can't beat me. This is a guy who has a lot of knockouts, has 11-1, and he's a very, very good guy. I saw it. It's going to be a tremendous battle. I think it's going to be over inside 1 or 2 rounds, because he's a puncher. He's not that much of a mover and stuff. So it's going to be a very, very. I see him as a Chandel Winters. And you know how that fight went. So I see him as a Chandel Winters. Chandel was somewhat experienced, you know, but these guys may be faster, maybe stronger, I don't know, we're gonna find out. But we did decline a lot of those journeymen. I don't want to fight them. No, I want real fights. You know, I said to Dillian lots of times, I said to you also, I've been sending my videos to everybody, just give me a good fight, and I think I got a good fight.
Absolutely, Damien, big opportunity for you. Big respect for taking this opportunity. Just one defeat on the record over that short format in the Boxer series. This is a massive opportunity for you, and you're going to try and take it with both hands.
Yeah, definitely. You know, I know it's going to be a tough night's work. You know, I've watched him before on shows, and he's a tough lad. He comes forward, just throwing punches. And but yeah, we got the phone call on the Sunday, and obviously my coach Matthew Hearn said, like, you know, we've got a fight there. Do you want to take it? It's against Alan Babbage. And I was like, you know, a bit shocked. You know, thinking he's a guy that I've watched and stuff before. He's a tough guy. But yeah, obviously he's a heavyweight as well, and I'm usually a cruiserweight. So, you know, he's got the advantage and stuff like that. But straight away, I said, you know, I think it's a good opportunity for me to showcase my skills.
These are the ones you've got to take, right? You know, live on Sky Sports, the Zone around the world. You know, fighter. A lot of people face off against Alan Babbage, and they talk really confidently about. You know this is a tough fight for you as well, but people see a way to beat Alan Babbage, and when you get in there, it's a lot of fast work. You know, he tries to outwork you and overawe you as well. So you know what to expect now. You've seen him in action as well, and looking forward to the challenge.
Yeah, I mean, I can't wait, to be fair. I mean, I've been in the gym anyway. I've been training, but over the last 6 days, when I got the notice, well, I got the notice on the Sunday for the offer. I've just been in the gym training. We sparred Monday, sparred Tuesday, and then we had a tough session yesterday. But yeah, we had a fight coming up anyway at the end of July. So we was training for that, but obviously we was going to start stepping it up soon. So we got the call. Just thought, you know, I've not fought in like 16 months, so we might as well take the fight. You know, it's not an easy fight. He's a tough man, so yeah, I'm just going to have to be on my A game and make sure to make no mistakes. You know what I mean?
Well, massive opportunity for you. Shout out to Matthew Hatton as well and the team for accepting this fight. Alan Babbage against Damien Chambers. It's going to be a great fight on Saturday night, gentlemen. Up for a head-to-head, please. Gents, another big opportunity for a North East fighter in the co-main event on Saturday night. Thomas Patrick Ward against Mercado. Eddie, welcome to you as well. Thomas, firstly with you, last time out, just again, behind closed doors, threw up a lot of unexpected results that night. Yourself in a very tough fight against Asomba, who came in at late notice, you know, switched up, southpaw style, horrific cut as well. Lucky to be through that and moving on to a very big fight for you on Saturday night.
Yeah, definitely. Last time out, obviously, it wasn't my best performance. Just didn't perform at all. But this Saturday night, you're going to see a very different Tommy Ward, and was a bad cut. But you know, we've got stitched up, we're healed up, and we're ready to go.
Very difficult style against Asomba. You know, always tricky. This time, you got a Mexican in Mercado. We've seen a great run from Mexican fighters here in the UK as well. This style should suit you much, much more. Looking to make a statement on Saturday.
Definitely, Eddie. You know, good fighter. You know what they're like, the Mexicans. They come, they give it all they got. So, you know, ready for a good fight. But definitely looking to put on a good show and a good statement and move forward and, you know, smash up some of these world champions that don't want to fight.
Well, that's got to be the plan, hasn't it? Because obviously you've been world ranked for a long time in that top 5 or so in the governing bodies as well. You feel like you're in the prime. You've got to make it count now. You've got to obviously come through Saturday night, but you made it clear you want a shot at those world champions later this year. Most definitely. Obviously, I'm not looking past Saturday night. I've got a tough opponent in front of me who's going to be coming and giving it his all, so expect a good fight, but definitely. I've been asking for a while. I've been rated quite highly for quite a long time. And, you know, just I'm pushing on for them world title fights. Like I said, they're there. I want to fight them. Do they want to fight me? And let's see. Let's get it on. Eddie, welcome. Through your translator there as well. Big opportunity for you on Saturday. So many Mexican fighters have come here over the last few months with so many big wins. You're looking to add to that list on Saturday.
Bienvenido en primer lugar, Eddie. Una gran oportunidad para ti el sábado. Hemos visto muchos mexicanos que han venido aquí y han tenido muy buenas noches, tú vas a querer juntarte a esa lista de personas que han tenido éxito aquí.
Sí, claro. Para mí es un orgullo estar aquí, ¿no? De estar representando a México y estar a un lado de usted, que la verdad mis respetos para usted y para mi rival también. Quiero sumarme a esa lista de mexicanos que dan la sorpresa. Vengo bien mentalizado, vengo motivado. Sé que tengo las herramientas para dar una gran sorpresa o dar una gran pelea y al final el público es el que va a salir ganador.
Yeah, of course, it's a very proud moment for me to be coming here, and I really do want to add to that list of Mexicans that have caused upsets here. It's a proud moment for me to be alongside you as well as a promoter and also my rival here. I think in terms of the fight, I have the tools and the mentality to be able to make this work, and I think the only winner in this fight will be the audience and the people who are watching.
Obviously, we've seen from these Mexican fighters all action. I know you like to box a bit as well, but you've seen Mauricio Lara and also Strafon come here, and just they will not be denied. They came forward, they were tough, they traded, they took their chance. Is that what we should expect from you on Saturday?
Obviamente el estilo mexicano es intercambiar golpes. Hemos visto Mauricio Lara y Strafon venir aquí a tener éxito. ¿Eso va a ser tu plan de la pelea, digamos?
Sí, el plan, ese estilo de pelea se me presenta. Se me acomodan varios estilos según el rival que tengamos enfrente. Es ir para adelante, ir para atrás, también sabemos, pero como todo guerrero mexicano nos gusta intercambiar golpes y esperemos que así sea este sábado, que él también venga a luchar, a pelear y esperen un gran espectáculo.
Yeah, so hopefully finally everyone can enjoy a good show. But yeah, that tends to be the plan of Mexican fighters, to come be on the front foot and to trade. But also I'll wait to see what happens in the fight. I'm able to adapt my style. I have many different styles that I can kind of accommodate. So hopefully we can look forward to a great fight on Saturday.
Thank you, Eddie and Thomas. Lastly, big moment for fans to return. I mean, normally, you've been part of those nights where we've had 8, 9, 10,000 in the arena, but just so good to see fans back and so many Northeast fans supporting boxing this weekend.
Most definitely, yeah. We've got the fans back. I think we've got 1,000 in. But 1,000 in this little arena is going to sound like 10,000, I believe. You've got the fans out in the Unful, you know what they're like up here. So they really get behind the fighters and they really enjoy the show. So I think we're looking forward to a very good Saturday night and a good fight and a good show and a good audience. So it's going to be really good.
Thank you. Big fight for you on Saturday night against Mercado. Don't miss this one. Co-main event on Saturday night. Gentlemen, if we could have a head-to-head here, please. Yes, thanks guys. What a tremendous fight this is. A fantastic main event. So proud to be back in Newcastle, of course. Keep talking about with fans. Just 1,000, but it's going to feel like 10 or 15,000 this Saturday live on Sky Sports in the UK and DAZN around the world. A final eliminator for the IBF world title, but of course the key to the undisputed championship as well. The winner of this fight will be mandatory for the undisputed world champion, Josh Taylor. Lewis, firstly, when I saw you earlier today, I saw you all week. I didn't know who was the Argentinian here. You're looking completely different. You look absolutely tremendous. You look in great shape. This is a massive, massive fight for you on Saturday.
Yeah, massive. It's get past Ponce. It's what every kid dreams of. Feel nice and relaxed, and just can't wait for Saturday in front of 1,000 fans.
Yeah, last time out, I mean, you got the decision. Many feel you were lucky to. I think you take that on the chin as well, but ultimately, just such a different experience for you. We saw it with Josh Warrington as well. They sort of got up on the stage and looked around, and it's just not what you've been used to. No excuses, and he was a tricky customer as well, but a flat performance there. But this time around, different fighter, different style, fans back as well. We're expecting a very good Lewis Ritson.
Yeah, I think, back with the fans, we'll see the best Lewis Ritson. It's the most relaxed and best I've felt for a good while. No fans in the bubble, definitely a little bit flat, but we're expecting an explosive performance on Saturday.
Obviously now you've got to feel like more of a seasoned fighter. We know that your opponent is undefeated, but you've boxed in many different environments now against many different styles as well. Do you kind of feel like you're an experienced fighter as well, and this is really now your absolute prime and the right time to be looking to challenge for a world title?
Yeah, definitely. I've had about
I think this might be my 11th or 12th fight for Matchroom. I feel like a bit of a veteran. I'm only 27. I'm still young, still fresh, not took much punishment. And now's the time, the apprenticeship's over, and we're ready for the big fight.
This man, undefeated, probably fearless as well, good puncher as well, strong, likes to come forward. Should make for a very exciting fight.
Yeah, definitely. I don't think we're going to have to go looking for each other. I think it's going to be a very hard fight, a tough night on Saturday, but one that we think we can get through.
Thank you, Lewis, and welcome, Jeremiah, for you're a translator as well. Big opportunity for you, like Lewis. This is the ultimate fight for you on Saturday, and you know if you win, you'll move forward to a shot at the world title.
Bienvenido, Jeremías, en primer lugar. Obviamente también para ti es una oportunidad de toda la vida, ¿no? Es lo más importante, la oportunidad de pelear por un título mundial en esa eliminatoria.
Hola, muchas gracias por el recibimiento y gracias a todo el público. La verdad que sí, es la pelea más importante de mi vida y me preparé para eso.
Yeah, so first and foremost, thanks to the people that are gathered here. Without doubt, this is the biggest fight of my life.
Obviously, I've seen some of your interviews. You talk about you're looking for that knockout here in the UK. We know you're a strong puncher as well. We should expect a great fight. You like to come forward, and so does Lewis Ritson. Should be an explosive fight.
Sí, tiene que ser una pelea explosiva. He visto algunas de tus entrevistas diciendo que vas a buscar el knockout. Va a haber un choque de estilos, ¿no? Y tiene que ser una pelea bastante entretenida.
Yo creo que va a ser una pelea muy entretenida. Voy a salir a buscar el knockout. Si llega a dar la chance, voy a concretar el knockout. Pero acá vine a ganar de la forma que sea.
Yeah, it's going to be a very entertaining fight. I'm coming looking for the knockout. If that doesn't happen, then so be it. But that's the aim.
And finally for you, Jeremiah, obviously a shot at the world title, but it looks like a shot at the undisputed world championship as well. What would it mean for you and your country of Argentina if you could be triumphant on Saturday?
Obviamente es oportunidad de título mundial, pero también es título mundial indiscutible. ¿Qué significaría para tu país, el país Argentina, y también para ti?
Para mí es lograr un sueño y para Argentina sería muy especial porque hay pocos campeones del mundo, solo está en este momento Brian Castaño, así que sería muy importante para mí y para toda Argentina.
So it would be a dream for me personally, and in terms of Argentina, then we don't have many world champions there. We've got Castaño there, but apart from that, there aren't many, so it would be huge.
Wish you the best of luck. And Lewis, finally, last word with you as well. 1,000 fans back, the experience of you winning, the British title, of course, challenging for the European title, fight of the year with Robbie Davis Jr., fights with Miguel Vasquez, but this probably the biggest moment of your career on Saturday night.
Yeah, definitely the biggest and toughest, but we're up for the challenge and we've trained very hard, and 1,000 fans, I think they're going to be in for a bit of a treat on Saturday.
Good stuff. Thank you very much, Lewis Ritson, Jeremias Ponce. What a cracking fight this is. IBF final eliminator for the 140-pound World Championship as well. Of course, the belt's held by the undisputed champion, Josh Taylor. Do not miss this fight. It's going to be fireworks. Gentlemen, if we could have a head-to-head up here, please.
Yeah, Jeremias Ponce.